said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no...
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Lock in. Come on. 180. Hang on, we go. You see it?
First carry down for Jordan Howard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Jameis to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Easy. Sonic.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. This from 25 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Cook, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play fake. Winston. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lock in. Hey, 18.
They go play action with Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Trubisky will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right, Gavin.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And applause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. A second down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Jameis on second down. Flush to his right. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's convert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to throw now. Winston tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Hurry! Lock in!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Hurry!
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On the move to his left. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
On third down, Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Let's go now.
Winston sneaking it. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 18. Move.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Lock in.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Howard on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Again, this is Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that.
And Winston lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On second down, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, Winston again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Third and long for Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Jones on the return. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Anthony Barr coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pick. Up of 19 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go, we're on the ball. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They pitch it out to Cook. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd down, Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
18.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Hilton. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Carlson now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Howard with his sights on a third straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10.
18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Blue. Lock in. Hey, 18. Lock in.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
18.
They go play action. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Winston finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Bears on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Jameis again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
They'll try and run it in. but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They pitch out to Howard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right when that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go! It's time to play!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Vikings on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This is 3rd and 7. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Carlson is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. He's back to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Gotta go, gotta go. Red, up. Hey, 18. 18.
One last shot for Trubisky. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Vikings.